deal with airplane peanuts.
Everybody in our business has been following this over the past week. Spotify is in a heated battle. They're embroiled in a major controversy because they are hosting right now exclusively the biggest podcast in the world, Kill Tony. And Tony Hinchcliffe, if you remember, had an incident a few months ago where he's had a few choice words for an Asian opener of his as a joke, as a bit. And it's become one of the biggest media stories in the world. Neil Young and Joni Mitchell have pulled their music off Spotify because they continue to host Kill Tony, the biggest and most influential podcast in the world.
Neil Young, is that his name? Is it Neil Young? And Neil Young is like, well, oh, dude, this is what I love it, dude. Spotify, first of all, Spotify talking like, taking any road to where it's like, free speech is hilarious. Like, they're so woke. Spotify's woke as shit. But above all, besides being woke and liberal, is above all, the dollar is what speaks. As long as I can stack my money in a pyramid that touches the sky, I'll be right, left, centrist, from Mars. I don't give a fuck.
Why are you laughing?
What?
Why? I mean, it's a serious situation.
No, I know. I'll be serious.
I don't know why you're laughing.
I thought it was something totally different.
What do you mean?
I thought you were doing a bit.
But what do you mean it's different?
I thought that Spotify was hosting the biggest podcast in the world, which is the Joe Rogan Experience, and Joe Rogan used some choice words on in the past 12 years of the show, and they made a compilation. This musician India Ari put a compilation out on Twitter.
She put the compilation out?
Yeah, it doesn't look good. It's him.
Did she make it?
No, this has been on the internet.
So
for
this has
5
to do
years.
with Joe Rogan?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Is his show even big?
It's up there. It's up
Is it
there.
as big as Kill Tony?
Well, Spotify acquired the Joe Rogan Experience for like $100 million or something.
Well, then how much did Tony Hinchcliffe get? How much money did they have?
I don't think they're doing great.
I just don't know why he thought he was going to win. There's no way he thought Spotify will take Joe Rogan's catalog down and keep his. Yeah. When they got his catalog probably for free, and they paid 9 figures for Joe Rogan's catalog.
Bro, they literally pay Neil Young pennies when some old lady accidentally taps a fucking song thinking it's Neil Diamond.
So you're telling me this whole controversy is about Joe Rogan and not Tony Hinchcliffe's Kill Tony?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, out of context, him saying the N-word repeatedly in a 30-second thing.
Well, I know that, folks. This is a bit. I'm aware of that. Who knows more about that than me? I know about that.
So Rogan is like the biggest thing on Spotify since fucking Spotify's new, so I don't know. But he's the biggest thing on Spotify. We know because we got a huge bump in Spotify. When Rogan went over to Spotify, everyone's like, okay, I guess we'll just listen to Spotify now. And they do a lot of listening on podcasts and Spotify. Rogan provided a bump. Okay? So Neil Young, now he's saying, because a lot of people are saying that Rogan is spreading misinformation on the vaccine, which, you know, Rogan thinks what he thinks. And if that's what he thinks, then that's fine. I know scientists. I don't know what the fuck is going on with jabs and vaccines and not vaccines and masks and not masks. I don't really know. You know why? I'm a lowly jester. Okay? But the mainstream media obviously is lying because clicks. Mainstream media is obviously lying because clicks. Rogan's got $100 million. He's not lying, right? He's just saying what he thinks. And then he has other people with opposing views on, sometimes views of his, and sometimes opposing views. And, you know, he talks to them. Sometimes he beats them up. Sometimes they get the best of him. But they usually have a grown-up conversation.
He's got powerful enemies. A lot of people dislike him. And a lot of people don't like that he has 11 million people listening to him. And a lot of people would love him to be deplatformed. And they want to get rid of him. And those people probably, some of them are in the White House. Some of them are in Congress. Some of them have a lot of money. They're in the private sector. Some of them are celebrities and musicians. And I believe this is somewhat coordinated to a degree. I'm not overly paranoid about this, but I do believe there's some effort, there's a push to get rid of Joe any way they can. Whether it's he's a racist without any evidence, he's transphobic, no evidence, he's anti-vax, a little evidence. Tiny bit. But not all of the vaxes. He's had some conversations about this particular one.
Neil Young is saying, well, Rogan's spreading misinformation on the vaccines. Now, we know that the world is in political turmoil, especially America, right? So Neil Young says, Spotify, it's either me or Rogan. If you want to leave Rogan on, you've got to pull Neil Young's music. Now, we all knew how it was going to go.
Neil Young basically said, if Rogan's going to be on Spotify, giving out misinformation with all these doctors, I don't want my music on Spotify. So it's either me or him. And this is the perfect example of like what we were talking about, how people live in their own bubbles. You know, like if Alec Baldwin can think that he's the most, famous, successful actor in the world, then Neil Young can think anybody gives a flying fuck about his music. I can't name one Neil Young song. Yesterday, when I heard about the story, I was so upset because I thought Sweet Caroline was a Neil Young song. No. It's a Neil Diamond song.
Neil Diamond. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know a single Neil Young song. I don't care about Neil Young.
Hey, Chris, name one Neil Young song. Can't do it.
I never thought about Neil Young.
Is that Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young?
Wait,
Are those hockey players,
Crosby,
dude? I have no
Stills,
fucking clue what you just said.
Oh, and Young's not with them.
Spotify, that's disinformation. It's disinformation. And you are allowing it to happen. You're allowing people to speak in a room, and you're allowing other people to listen to it. Jen Psaki, who's the White House communications director, do you have a clip of this witch? Jen Psaki literally goes, they need to do more. She goes, Spotify needs to do more to kick the guy off. This is the White House press secretary telling a private company she would like, or the White House feels it's their position that a private company should do more to censor and maybe ultimately get rid of a podcaster on their platform.
Name a single Neil Young song. Now go.
Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
That's not a song.
I wish I had something to throw you.
Just people he knew.
They
you're
don't have
right.
a song called Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young?
No.
Right again?
Nah.
Forever Young?
No.
Young Frankenstein.
That's Alphaville. No, that ain't it.
Young at heart.
Young and Art.
Young and
You're
restless.
close. You're so close. Heart
Young
of
and
gold.
Restless.
Heart of gold.
Yeah.
Young and Wild and Free.
Young, Wild, and Free is fire.
He's in the middle of a shitstorm. People are coming at him from all angles in all directions. They all have an agenda, and he's trying to navigate it and do the best he can. He's one of the biggest entertainers on earth now. He's completely transcended the world of comedy. He's one of the most famous people on the planet. There are leaders of foreign countries tweeting about this. It is a national news story for over a week. Every day, the White House is weighing in. It is so big. And I am so incredibly jealous of this. I am so incredibly jealous of this man and his ability to continually be in the news. What would I have to do to get anything on this level? I mean, I have chased my whole entire shit career the type of attention that he is getting right now. And it's impossible for someone like me to get. They won't even let me get big enough to be hated and attacked. It's the one thing I've always wanted, to be threatened by the White House press secretary, to be deplatformed, to have Roxanne Gay pull her podcast off Spotify because of me.
Spotify is like, hey, see ya? Rogan provides a bump, so Neil Young, see ya?
What should I do? I'll go out and say cancer's not real. Tell me what to do to get this level of publicity. I'll say AIDS was good. Tell me what to do.
Today's a great day for free speech. I had my buddy text me, great day for free speech. And I'm like, you fucking moron. Spotify doesn't care about free fucking speech and the slightest. They care about stacking their money in a pyramid until it touches the sky.
I'll say being gay is a choice. I'll say abortion, people that have them should be hung in a public square. What can I do? I don't even think it's that fucking controversial to say that the vaccines didn't work that well. But that's, I guess, the ticket.
Yeah.
That's what draws you the ire of all of civilization.
A ton of comedians also showed their support for Joe on Instagram. It was awesome to see the community really come together like that for a common goal. I'm just going to go through some of the bigger names and read what they said. Theo Von posted this picture of Joe performing at the Ice House with the caption, supporting my friend. Mark Norman said, I noticed most of the people who don't like Joe also don't know him. Burt Kreischer, I feel very lucky to call Joe Rogan my friend. Brendan Schaub actually had one of the better takes on this whole thing. He quoted Shane Gillis saying, Rogan is the man. If they cancel him, just end your Spotify subscription. But then Brendan quoted that and said, I'll do you one better. If they cancel Joe Rogan, every comic Rogan has ever helped should pull their podcast off Spotify. That is an awesome idea. I mean, you say money talks, that would really talk. Every comedian that Joe's ever helped, which is basically every comedian that has a podcast, if they all pulled that off Spotify, it would say a lot more than Neil Young saying that he doesn't want his 3 songs on there. Tom Segura shared a picture of himself, Rogan, and Dave Chappelle with the caption, here's Joe Rogan and me and a black. Christina P. sending her love to Joe, as well as Duncan Trussell. Giannis Papas said, tasteless jokes don't make someone tasteless. Racist jokes don't make someone racist. Clean and family-friendly jokes don't make someone clean and family-friendly. This should be obvious by now. To everyone that likes comedy, I think this is obvious by now. The people that complain and want to cancel Joe and censor podcasts are not listening to these podcasts anyway. They don't like these comedians. They're not going to see them on tour. They're not fans. They're just complaining and screaming and yelling about anything that they don't agree with. Ryan Sickler said, this man has opened more doors, eyes, and minds than anyone behind a mic today. Thank you, Joe Rogan. Annie Letterman said, ironically, the last time we all hung out was at a Neil Young concert, and then it's a Photoshop of her and Whoopi Goldberg in front of Neil Young. I know that's fake, but I think that's the only time anyone's ever talked about a Neil Young concert. We've already heard from Andrew Schultz, but he also tweeted, Rogan hit job started with misinformation. That didn't stick, so now it's racism. Next will be misogyny, and after that, transphobia. They're trying to make him radioactive because they fear his influence. This isn't about hate. It's about silencing a powerful man they can't control. That really hits the nail on the head. All they want to do is find an angle to slander Joe. It doesn't have to be true. There doesn't have to be any proof of it. They just want to say as many awful things about Rogan as possible, to the point where uninformed people that don't know what this story is actually about can just hear his name and think, oh, he's a racist. Oh, he's this or that or whatever. They don't care about the truth. They never have. Ari Shaffir shared this picture from Sober October. Red Band said, I heart Joe Rogan. Joe has had a few posts the last few weeks, but I think this one really sums up where his head's at here. He said, when people are like, how are you handling all this bullshit? I send them this. It's a video of this really good looking steak that's like on fire at his table. It looks like a very expensive restaurant, which is pretty baller to post during all of this turmoil. And then it ends with, plus I'm on shrooms. Now you might be thinking, I don't listen to the Joe Rogan Experience. I don't care about Joe Rogan. This doesn't affect me. I like other comedians. Why should I care about this Spotify drama? Well, you should, because it's not just affecting Joe Rogan. It's affecting every comedian that you like too, and their ability to speak freely and make jokes and take risks, which is what you need to do as a comedian. I found this awesome website, jremissing.com. You can go through and it automatically finds every episode that Spotify takes off of their platform from the Joe Rogan Experience. So if you just go through this, you'll see names that I guarantee you love. Theo Von, Tom Segura, Chris D'Elia, Ari Shaffir, Burt Kreischer, Tom Segura, Chris D'Elia, Theo Von, Pete Holmes, Alex Jones, Eddie Bravo, Big J. Okerson, Brian Redband, Tom and Christina, Russell Peters, Chris D'Elia again, Burt Kreischer, Mark Maron, Dave Attell, Burt Kreischer, Ari Shaffir again, Greg Fitzsimmons, Ian Edwards, Ari Shaffir. Ari's getting removed a lot. Eddie Bravo, Brody Stevens. They took off Brody's episode, dude. Brian Callen, Dave Attell, Brian Redband, Burt Kreischer again, Joey Diaz and Brian Redband, Ari Shaffir again, Russell Peters, Neil Brennan, Duncan Trussell, Joey Diaz again. They took off Joey Diaz episode 108. Now riddle me this. The Joe Rogan Experience has been around for 12 years. This is episode 108. Right now there's like 2,000 episodes. So was Joey Diaz talking about misinformation and vaccines and stuff in episode 108? Why do you think the White House cares so much about what some random comedian has to say if it's not important, if there's not something else going on here? Bill Burr. All right, that's pretty much it. Pretty crazy. We'll follow this story over the next few weeks. Go follow Joke WRLD on Instagram.
I could be way off, but if Ryan hears this, like, it's a good story, so shut up. So it was a sister went out on a date with this guy in Idaho.
Yeah.
Right? She goes out on the date and she's having an okay time, but she's like, every time, like, this guy is like looking through me. She's like, I felt like extremely uncomfortable that I'm on a date with this guy. Like he's looking through me and he's just like strange. And she's like, I got that like chill that like a, woman can get or a person can get when they're like, I'm in the presence of someone sinister and I don't want to be near this. And he had picked her up from their house. So she's like, I just got to make a phone call. I'm not feeling too well. He's like, I'll drive you home. And she's like, no. Like, just like, give me a second. Calls her, because it was, in the 70s, payphone, calls her brother, I think their older brother, and says, hey, you got to come pick me up right now. I'm creeped out by this guy. Come pick me up. Waits in the bathroom so she doesn't see. So she doesn't go back. The brother, he says, call the payphone when you're here. I'll listen for it. Calls the payphone, brother, say, hey, I'm outside. Gets in the car, goes home, doesn't even go back to the restaurant, doesn't even go back to the table, just fucking, I'm away from this guy. So then the brother at 6 o'clock in the morning, the next morning, goes out because he had some kind of like paper route or some kind of early morning job, and somebody runs out of the bushes. Like away, but he was waiting there all night, runs out of the bushes, and he's like, who the fuck? And then he yells up to the sister, says, oh, somebody run out of the bushes. Is this the guy from last night? And then she sees the car peeling out and whatever, and sees it. So they call the police and say, hey, there's some weird guy, whatever, weird guy, and just want to let you know he's creepy and whatever. And it says, what's his name? He said, Ted Bundy.
Holy hell!
Yeah, insane. And this was before Ted Bundy was famous. He wasn't. Wow. He had killed women already.
It was the open mic years.
With airplane peanuts.
I said, what's your go-to McDonald's order? Mine's very simple, but it's a Big Mac meal, supersized.
Yeah.
4 cheeseburgers.
Well, now, why the 4 cheeseburgers?
McDonald's cheeseburgers. Simple cheeseburger done anywhere is one of my favorite things. But what I do with the McDonald's cheeseburger, and I'd like to brag a little bit because I got written up.
First of all, when you talk about McDonald's, there's no bragging involved. There should be shame and embarrassment. Go on.
By the way, my whole meal in total is 2,500 calories. That is my go-to meal.
Burt Kreischer McDonald's Order Challenge. Today we're going to attempt to eat the supersized Big Mac meal and 4 cheeseburgers, Burt's go-to order. Just for context, I'm 6'2" and weigh around 185. Burt is a similar height to me, but I think he weighs closer to like 300 or 325. So this will definitely be a challenge, and I'm excited to see how it goes.
How can I help you?
Hi, can I get the machine meal?
I'm sorry, what do you say?
The Big Mac meal supersized and 4 cheeseburgers, please.
You said a Big Mac meal?
Yep, Big Mac meal.
What drink?
Water's fine.
Okay.
Then 4 cheeseburgers.
You said 4 cheeseburgers?
Yep.
And you say Coke for the Big Mac?
Water.
Okay, thank you. Nice meeting you.
Thanks, Jeans.
Welcome. Here you go. Can you please press on the next window reader?
Yep, thank you. This is not a water. But I think Burt got a Coke anyway, so. I hate Coke. I don't like pop. I don't like fizz. It kind of hurts my mouth. Thank you. You too. Pro tip, put your food on the seat and turn the seat warmer on until you get home. Burt would eat half the food before he gets home though, so I guess that doesn't matter. All right, so Bert technically does have some rules about how he likes to eat the cheeseburgers.
All right, so go on. So then,
Well, what I do with the McDonald's cheeseburgers is I take the bottom bun off and I taco them, so it's less calories. So bottom bun's a little thicker, and it's got none of the business on it.
Wait a minute. Are you a third grader? Like, who would do something like that? Like, what? Like, you taco them? Like, that is not a thing.
It is.
Does it in a taco style, which I've never done before. Let's get everything laid out here. All right, I had a few fries in the car. I mean, the fries go bad. Are you fucking kidding me? They only gave me fucking 2 cheeseburgers. Oh my god. This is gonna be disgusting if I go get 2 more by the time I get back. And I'm starving. So I'm gonna eat this, and then I'm going to go get the other 2 burgers, and that's so lame, dude. Oh my god. Of course McDonald's messes this up. You can... I hate McDonald's. Of course they mess this up, dude. That's so frustrating. Alright, well, I gotta think of my plan here. I'm gonna go with the taco burgers first. It's so funny that I have to think of a strategy to eat this, like what I should eat first, and this is just Bert's normal lunch. Alright. Taco burger number 1. I'm so mad. I'm so mad they forgot the other burgers. I can't even enjoy this. And that ruins the whole video. I have to go back. 1 down. That was easy. Alright, burger number 2. Bottom bun off. Dude, like, what is this? These aren't easy to eat like this. And you gotta eat the fries soon because they really gross when they get cold. But hot McDonald's fries with the right amount of salt are the best fries in fast food. BK, worst fries. Wendy's, pretty medium. McDonald's cold fries, the worst things you can eat in the world. I'm done with my cheeseburgers already. And this is gonna be so easy, I think, without those other 2. This is gonna be the hardest part, is finishing this. This Coke. Alright. Big Mac. I'm gonna smash the Big Mac, smash the rest of the fries, and we're gonna go get 2 more burgers and eat those. This Big Mac's gonna take me longer than those small burgers, so feel free to enjoy these clips of Bert talking about how much he loves McDonald's while I eat this McDonald's in the corner.
Okay, so what's the best thing? What's a cheeseburger? Just go cheeseburger.
Burger. These are
signature sriracha. These aren't McDonald's.
These are weird descriptions.
What country are you? What VPN are you using? Use ExpressVPN.
A Big Mac is $5.40 to $5.60.
Okay, there you go.
Okay,
Quarter pounder.
Okay, $5.60. We'll say $5.60 because I made sure that all the stuff was in it, and then cheeseburger.
Yeah, it's got to be just a regular.
It's not going to be a double cheeseburger because I didn't take the.
Oh,
McDouble is $3.90. Cheeseburger bacon.
Oh, there it is, $300.
Fries update. The fries are starting to get that room temperature soft feel. They're not crispy anymore. They're starting to remind me of worms. Look at the flop on this fry. That's why you gotta eat these hot. I took these all the way home from the drive-thru, sat down, turned this camera on, ate 2 cheeseburgers. That was a mistake. If you try this challenge, eat the fries first.
There's so many different add-ons you could do to a McDonald's meal. Like there's a thing called a McGangbang, which is it's a double cheeseburger. Type in McGangbang. It's a double cheeseburger with a fish fillet shoved into it. So like there are meals people do. You can also get
that's not right.
You can get the fish fillet bun.
Yeah.
On anything. The fish fillet bun is thinner than all the other buns.
Oh, I didn't know
You can
that.
also take You can do any add-ons. They'll do anything for you.
I cannot believe this is how much Bert eats every time he goes to McDonald's. This is his normal order. It's starting to get hard for me. I only had 2 burgers, half this Big Mac, and I'm almost done with these fries. These cold-ass fries. Ugh. I'm gonna microwave these.
Fucking bring in a burger contest right now. I could fuck up some burgers.
Burgers would be good.
I bet I could. I bet I could.
Write that down.
The Big Mac is so much bread, dude. You got the first layer of bread. I'm gonna taco the rest of this, dude. Because there's just too much bread.
A quarter pounder with cheese tastes better than a hamburger, in my
Does
opinion.
taste better. I remember being introduced to a quarter pounder with cheese. I remember where I was when
Some people know where were you when 9/11 happened? You're like, I remember where I was when I was introduced to a quarter pounder with cheese.
That was terrible. Ugh. How does he do this? There's a casual lunch, dude. Are you kidding me? Golly. I feel like Joey Chestnut right now. I didn't even eat the first 2 hamburgers. This guy goes to McDonald's, his normal order is a supersized Big Mac meal and 4 cheeseburgers.
I remember the day I learned. I remember trying to be healthy. Tom and I were doing a weight loss challenge, and I took the bottom bun off the burgers.
Yeah.
And realized all the stuff you want, the ketchup, the cheese, all the flavors on that top bun.
Yeah.
And nothing's on that bottom bun.
So you do it to kind of remove some of the carbs.
Yeah, move some of the carbs. And then they got away from me for a while because I was like, well, I normally was going to eat 4 burgers. Now that I'm doing this, I could eat 8.
God. What is this? And he plays with his food too, like he's making cheeseburger tacos. It's all a joke to you, Bert. This is serious. This is hard to do. Okay, finishing the Big Mac. This is just bread on top of bread. I'll finish the rest of this meat. I'll eat this meat, not the bread. Piece of lettuce. That was really gross. Almost gagged. How about like a champ. There's food flying out of my mouth right now.
Isla sees at McDonald's and she was like, knows Leanne will not let her get McDonald's. She goes, Dad, can we get McDonald's? And I go, of course. So we pull through McDonald's. I go, what are you guys getting? Thinking I'm gonna get have a little bit of what they get, you know?
Yeah.
And Isla goes, oh, just a small fry.
I'll tell you what. I'm full. I thought this was gonna be easy. Oh, whatever. I thought this was gonna be easy. I don't think I'm gonna go get the other 2 cheeseburgers. There's no point. I need maybe 1 more.
And then I go, what do you want, George? And she goes, small fries. I go, what the fuck's wrong with you? No one gets small fries. So they go, can we help you?
Is that what you said? What the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah, I go, no one goes to McDonald's and gets small fries. That's like the dumbest thing I've ever fucking heard.
Fucking piece of shit or
That's
something?
like people who drink decaffeinated coffee. What, are you just trying to stain your teeth? What the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna get them. I'm so full. I failed the challenge. I'm gonna finish these fries.
I ate 4 cheeseburgers and a Big Mac on the ride home.
And the fries.
The fries were gone before we left the drive-thru. Yeah, I mean, the fries came in and I fucking waiting for the burgers. I ate them. Fucking just fistful in the mouth.
Yeah, that's the best.
My normal McDonald's order. 20 nuggets with barbecue and honey mustard. And a quarter pounder with cheese. I don't get fries. Oh, I give small fries sometimes. I guess that's still a pretty big order. Not like this though, dude. I cannot believe every time he goes, he is this full. Plus 2 more burgers. And I drink none of this. Man. I'll take 1 more sip of the pop. This is my least favorite part. Okay, well, I think I need to go walk on the treadmill and drink some Fit Vine like Bert after that, because that was a lot. I wish I had the other 2 burgers because I paid for them, but I really am kind of happy that they weren't there, because I don't think I could have even made it past the 4 burgers now that I think about it. Thanks for watching. Make sure you follow Joke WRLD on Instagram. We're sending everyone free stickers when you do. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
This podcast is brought to you by licking your fingers.
Oh my God.
Why use a napkin when God gave you one? Oh. Hey, you're not feeling sick, are you? Because I'm just started. Wash it down with a little Kool-Aid. This podcast is brought to you by diabetes. I want McDonald's right now.
What's the deal with airplane peanuts?
This fucking Dave Chappelle thing's crazy. Last night, I guess it was, someone attacked him at the Hollywood Bowl. He's fine. I checked in with him today. He was laughing about it. He's in good spirits. There's a video actually. He was laughing like right afterwards.
Yeah.
Because Jamie Foxx apparently had a cowboy hat and he jumped on stage to help. Jamie Foxx with a cowboy hat jumped on stage to fuck that dude up.
It is just a wild time, man. Fuck. I don't know. What do you guys think about it?
So some people are blaming Will Smith.
Okay.
Where they're like, oh, this is Will Smith's fault. He normalized attacking comedians and he slapped a comedian that everyone cheered, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't really think that has anything to do with it.
It's not his fault. It's just people don't do things because they're normal. They do things for attention. And Will Smith doing it got crazy attention. This is going to get crazy attention. More people will continue to do it as long as it gets the attention. It's like the, I don't know if they said this about school shootings or terror, but they said the more the media puts it out, the more they end up happening.
Right, you have like copycat shit.
Basically, yeah.
Because you get attention from it.
Exactly. And this kid's going to get crazy attention
And
from
apparently
this.
he's a rapper.
Here we go.
Oh, that's, yeah.
And apparently he has a song called Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, it's just such a weird thing, man.
I think it's good he got his ass beat, though.
Yeah.
That precedent should be set. If you fuck with a comic on stage, you will get your ass beat.
The Chappelle thing was so scary this
Yeah.
week, right?
Not scary, but all right.
No?
Somebody ran on stage and got their ass whooped. It's not scary. It's not scary.
I feel...
It's one of those things that need to happen, though, right? Like, by the
No.
way, yes.
No.
What do you mean, no?
What do you mean, yes?
Okay, Mike, do you want people to continue to think that they can cross that line and break the barrier of entertainer and...
Oh, no, we're on the same side of this.
Yeah, that's my point.
There is a momentary
Yes.
confusion.
Well, I don't know how you can get confused there, Mike. Somebody getting their ass whipped sends a message out to other people that was like, I was thinking about doing that, but after seeing that, I don't really want to do that.
We're saying the same thing. I'm saying it's scary that a person attacked Dave in the first place.
No, I think, I think that the world that we're in right now, there's a lot of lines that have gotten blurred. And sometimes you got to take a couple steps backwards to take some steps forward. And I think that moment that we just witnessed with Dave is like fogging up a bigger moment. Like Dave just made history at the Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah.
Dave sold over 70,000.
Unbelievable,
tickets, right?
yeah.
And Dave went back after that and finished doing the show and didn't let that thing be a big thing.
Yeah.
He quickly moved on from it and got back to doing comedy, and that's what a professional does.
Yeah.
Ultimately, these moments of improfessionalism should not break professionals. They shouldn't shape or mold the world that we're now being seen or viewed in. So I think it's time to get back to a place of respect.
My week's going fucking great. I just had my last stressful gig of the year. All right? Now the rest of them I can just fucking have a good time and try not to get tackled while I do my shit jokes. I like that people are saying, are you worried now? Do you think it's good? Are you worried as a comedian that things are going to happen? It's like, no. These crazy people only seem to be attacking black comedians in Los Angeles. All right? Now, I am in Los Angeles, but I am as white as a bedsheet. All right? And I'm proud of that. And you can't take that away from me, or else that's reverse something or other, I think. It's a double standard. Why can't I be proud of my alabaster legs? God knows I pay for it every summer. Dude, look how fucking white your legs are. I realize that. Dude, your legs could be president.
How did he fucking get in the Hollywood Bowl with that weapon?
I don't know. Probably
I'm not
there
sure.
weren't. I don't know. Probably it was.
That's what's crazy to me.
Ooh,
look at
look at
that
his
fucking
arm.
arm. Yeah.
Right?
Well, he's a dick.
Yeah.
People were saying it looked like Tom Segura when he tried to dunk the basketball.
Oh, when his
Yeah.
fucking arm was fucking.
That arm's broken, by the way. Definitely. That arm's fucked. There is also like the way they led him into the like when he got into the actual stretcher, you could see he's fucked.
It's so funny. You can tell the type of beat up that somebody is when they're getting kicked on the ground from different angles by different people. It's a different type of like beat up look.
Yeah.
You could tell that left side of his face was the side that was either on the ground or totally like away from everything.
And the other side was getting punched.
Just everything's swollen on the one side.
Yeah, he's fucked. That guy, you mean, Jesus Christ.
Still can't believe that happened. I can't believe they let that guy leave without his Oscar. Say what happened there. They beat the hell out of that guy. Man, he was fucked up. Then I saw that Chris Brown was on the lineup. I was like, oh, that chick. Pretty crazy. The guy had a knife and he tackled Chappelle and didn't hurt him at all. I mean, Dave Chappelle does more damage when he hits his knee with a microphone.
Anyway, so last night, I had to host a show for Netflix. I hosted this show during they're having the big Netflix comedy festival out here, which has been fucking amazing. All of these comedians that I've been running into, it's been such a great time. When lunatics aren't, charging up at the stage. Jesus Christ, did they fuck that guy up?
No, Chappelle was like a G because he did not get taken
He did
down.
not get taken down.
no,
He
no.
fucking when wrestling, when they shoot, he
Sprawl.
fucking backed up.
And and he had kind of funny lines to say after it, like. In that moment, you're shook.
Yeah.
Somebody runs up on stage, and apparently the dude had like a weapon or whatever.
Yeah,
he had
Or
like
a knife.
According
a
to
fake
this-
gun
this
that looks
article,
like that
it's
is
a
also a knife.
gun-shaped knife.
Did you saw the actual video?
I saw the video. First of all, Dave Chappelle has good hips. Because the guy shoots
he almost
in
sprawled
on
on him
and he kind of turned with him. He kind of kung fu'd him.
Yeah.
He came a little like Hito. Have you watched the video? As the guy's coming in, he's coming in this way, and Dave kind of like turns a little.
And it's balls too. Chappelle's a big boy, bigger than you think he is.
Well, the guy's crazy. Clearly, there's something wrong with him. Look at this.
And I mean, there's just no way
Look at
to
those hips.
describe how not expecting that you are when you're on stage.
Yeah. Look at him, he just runs away.
And then the comedian clicks in and he comes back because he's like, wait, I have to my mic right now.
Look at this guy running. Oh my God, that guy's never tackled anybody in his life.
No, Chappelle almost makes it clear out all the way.
Yeah, almost. If he just had a little training. See, that was all an instinct.
Mm-hmm.
If he just had a little training. Imagine if he just punted that dude in the head when he went down.
Yeah, one of those Masvidal knees.
It was a trans man.
Was that Will Smith?
Now, this guy jumped up on stage and attacked Dave Chappelle. Let me ask you a question. As soon as that happened, did they let him go back to his seat and laugh and sit next to his wife and then give him an award? No. They took him backstage. They broke his arms and hands so bad that when they carried out this attacker on the stretcher, his arm, there's a video of it, you can watch it. His arm is twisted backwards. It's like no human arm ever. They broke his hands, his wrists, his arm. They beat the shit out of him. But at the Academy Awards, the same exact thing happened. And everyone came over and consoled Will Smith. No one, there was no Jamie Foxx, no one helped out Chris Rock. Nobody said anything. No one said, throw this guy out of the room.
I told you, I said, after watching it, Chris Rock didn't have a friend in the room.
No, he didn't. because it was live television and Hollywood didn't know what to do about Will Smith. Listen, you don't treat Will Smith any different than they did the Chappelle attacker.
He didn't say motive or anything like that. They haven't come out with any of that
like
shit.
a crazy dude.
Yeah,
People are trying to draw it to the fact that there was backlash with Dave Chappelle and his trans jokes, but it isn't confirmed.
I don't want to go off. I don't want to go off of that.
This person's mentally disturbed.
Yeah.
When you're that famous and you have that many people, there's going to be a crazy person who's going to do something nuts.
Here's actual footage of him getting tackled.
I don't like watching it because
Did Dave Chappelle didn't fall though, right?
I think he did tumble at the very end, but you'll see.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for hip hop history.
But that was
a tackle.
Bit, yeah.
That was a tackle. He sucked at that tackle.
Well, fuck that guy.
Yeah. Fuck that shit.
I mean, look at him. Goddamn.
Son, he's Asian.
He looks a little bit, but he also got punched in the face a lot, so that's why.
That's why his eyes are slanted like
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They're just a little bit more closed from the repeated
he's
punches
Asian.
in the face.
We're not taking another one.
What, you're not taking another one?
Yeah.
Why do black males hate comedy? Why do black males hate black comedy? Why do black males hate black comedy?
And Asian men hate comedy.
Black on black comic crime.
Yo, black on black crime in the comedy world, man.
Son.
This is disgusting.
Watch out with them jokes, son. You get it too.
I'm just saying, but is it? I mean, I don't want it to happen to anybody. We got 2 more shows left on this tour. My boy.
You're in Canada.
Infamous tour is almost over. You got 2 more chances in Vancouver to get me.
There is no security in the front row at this thing. Like, there should have been someone there that was scanning the audience for fucking weirdos that are ready to sprint.
Crazy.
Well, we live in strange times, man. I mean, and after the Chris Rock thing, that was one of the things I was worried about. I was like, are people thinking they're going to start smacking comedians now if they don't like what they're saying?
Yeah.
And what I'm thinking, or what I'm worried about, is you know, people think that's justified. Like, people keep using the same things. I saw an article. They said his transphobic statements. They're not fucking statements. They're jokes. They're not jokes that are transphobic either. They're jokes that feature trans people. They're not transphobic jokes. His whole bit in that last special that everybody was mad at is essentially a love letter to his friend that killed herself because she was supporting him and she got attacked on stage. The idea that in somehow or another is transphobic just because he's talking about a trans person is fucking crazy.
What's the most unhinged audience member you ever had?
I mean, the worst one is when I got hit with a buffalo wing. I talked about that for a long time. That happened. That's the worst one. That's a famous story.
In the club?
Yeah, in the club. Somebody threw a buffalo wing at me. But here's what people have forgotten. In stand-up comedy, it's always been the world of heckler and comedian. Comedian has always dealt with heckler. Yeah. Heckler has always shouted out things because he felt that he could. A comedian's way of shutting that down was to say things back. It wasn't bullying. It wasn't picking on. It was all done in fun. We've now lost the sight of the relationship of audience to comedian. And that line has gotten blurred to where it's like, well, I don't need to do this and like this, and I can stand up and make a point. Well, it becomes a hard case of, well, why did you come?
Yeah.
Why did you buy a ticket?
Yeah.
If that was your want or need. So when I say we need to get back to the place of respecting the entertainer, respect the craft. If you're come to have a good time and enjoy the person that you saw. If you have no interest in that, you don't have to buy a ticket.
Like, imagine.
It is wild. You think that this will continue to happen?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
For a little bit. Yeah, it's going to be a thing.
Oh, shit. Y'all better watch out.
I don't know about you. I'm a great fighter, so I'll be all right.
Are you at all concerned?
You know what I used to say even beforehand was like, I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. So if you legit don't want to be talked to, just give me a little thing and I'll move on.
Yeah.
I hate that awkward shit where somebody's like, yo, shut the fuck up, move on. And then we got to do that. And I got to pretend I'm ready to fight you even though we both know I'm not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'll say that shit early on in shows. Like as I'm teasing somebody, I'll be like, yo, by the way, just thing. If you don't want to be talked to, that's fine. Just give me one of these and I'll move on. So I think it disengages a lot of that shit. But that is a thing I've had to think about being 5'7" for years doing comedy, talking shit to people.
Shout out to Jamie Foxx, by the way. Jamie, where you at? Jamie, hold up. Make some noise for Fox. Whenever you're in trouble, Jamie Foxx will show up in a sheriff's hat. Turn the mic up.
What the heck?
I thought that was part of the show. I don't know what the fuck. I grabbed the back of his head. His hair was spongy. Absorbent. Listen, I just want to say, man, I've had an incredible time. This man is an absolute genius. We got to make sure we protect him at all times, man. This is what it's about. For every comedian that comes out here, man, this means everything, man. You're a genius. You're a legend. I enjoyed myself thoroughly, and we're not going to let nothing happen to you. Right. Give it up.
You know why he's hostile?
Why?
He just got out of jail. He stormed the stage at Dave Chappelle last night. Was that you, Doc?
Fucking no.
Yeah. It looked like you. I was like, what?
Dude, they beat the shit out of that guy.
Oh, good.
Did you see the pictures of this guy?
No.
Bring up the photo of this guy. Look at the guy that stormed this fucking guy. You know what happened. After it was over, they gave him a couple more, they gave him a couple more.
I don't know exactly what happened. I just know that he was assaulted.
What do we do with this as comics?
I think there's probably more security at like really high level shows.
Yeah, I think you got to set the precedent of beating the shit out of people who walk on stage.
How does bro get through with a gun knife?
DC on Fly had a guy walk on stage, knocked his ass out.
Knocked his ass out.
Knocked his ass out. And then didn't go back to jokes. Like stood there and let everybody know, like I will fuck all y'all up.
But he got in with, that thing.
Yeah, I love him.
How do you get in with that?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
At the Hollywood Bowl. You know what I mean?
That's fucking wild, though.
Yeah, that is absolutely ridiculous.
That's crazy. This is from TMZ.
I think he has mental issues. So there's a part of me, aside from the weapon, that I saw the sadness in his eyes. But Jesus Christ, his fucking arms look like, you guys ever see Toy Story, what Sid does to his toys? That's what his arms look like. It was just, I don't know. That kid needs help. I hope he gets help. I hope he does. But anyways, shout out to the cunts that still brought their cell phones in and still filmed. It's just fucking ridiculous, man. You just can't do a show without somebody filming it on some level. I don't know. Put your cell phones in the bags and just sit there like adults. Is that so fucking hard? No, man, I gotta film it, man. I gotta get likes, man. I gotta get some friends on my fucking account, man. But then again, we also don't build anything in this country anymore. Not true. U-turn, turntables, headstrong amplifiers, marijuana. All right? We do make things in this country. You just got to go out and you got to go find it.
I had already seen Chappelle, and so at the bowl, and so this is his fourth night or something. So I was like, hey, our good buddy Chuck Sklar, who's one of Chris's favorite writers, goes, you going to the bowl tonight? I'm like, oh, no, I already saw him. And he's like, you should go. Rock is going up. I'm like, what? And so I immediately had just left you and Adam and said, let's go. This will be his first LA appearance that I know of since the slap. And so Chris Rock is present when another person charges the stage attacking a comedian.
Thank God Chappelle had his own security and not fucking Chris Rock's security. Rock needs to look into that detail. They're a little bit more excited about their jobs than Chris Rock's guys are.
Yeah, I don't really care what your detail is. You could be like, the premier of Israel. No one is anticipating Will Smith charging the stage and slapping you. I think they could have been lax there.
If Chappelle had been hosting or presenting at the Oscars and Will Smith smacked him, Chappelle's guys would have come out and smacked the shit out of Will Smith. I guarantee that.
Yeah, I think that Will Smith should, in a way, not like all comedians, it's just like it put a rift in like the zeitgeist of culture. You know what I mean? Like, it did something. I don't know what, but it did something. And the fact that Dave Chappelle thing happened right after is like, it did something.
Yep.
There was a move. It moved.
That guy
reality.
isn't doing that to Dave if Will didn't do that first.
I agree.
Facts.
And he knew he was going to get lumped the fuck up, but it was worth the lumping for the attention it was going to give him. And people are willing to take these shots for attention. They saw nothing. He goes, oh, that's actually maybe the worst thing, that nothing happened to Will. If Will got lumped up emotionally or in some way,
The opposite of nothing happened.
Yo, he got celebrated.
He sat there. They all clapped.
They
he
had
won
a
an Oscar.
fucking standing ovation for him.
And
So
that's
there it
on
is.
Chris.
And that is on Chris, and that is on fucking Chris. So yo, Chris is partially responsible for this happening. No. What I mean is, he's not responsible for this guy doing that to Dave. But the fact that, like, no, pressing charges might have been corny or something like that. But just like, yo, you can't come to the Oscar for 10 years, whatever corny shit that was. Like, that means you get all the attention, all the adulation. Because please believe there are people in certain communities that are saying, that guy that attacked Dave, he's a hero.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He's a hero. So he got all the love and attention from the people that he wants the love and attention from. He don't want it from the haters. No. He wants it from the celebrators, right? So he got all the love and attention he wants. Now he got lumped the fuck up. And it needs to be extra on top of that. Like, dude got to go to jail. Or else this is going to keep happening. What is the price you're willing to pay for the clout? If the price is low, which it was in Will Smith's case, other people are willing to pay that price too. I just walk around slapping people and nothing happens to me? Shit.
That's why they stopped showing streakers during sports games. Like with some of the streak, because they're like, we don't have enough punishment for this. But if we keep showing this, it's going to happen so much more. So now that's why it don't happen as much anymore, because every time it happens, they don't show it at all.
Bro.
The camera will just shift or go to commercial immediately.
Same thing for fights in the stands at boxing matches.
It's great to be here tonight. So thank you very much for your participation. Oh, Jesus. What the holy crap. Oh. I'm sorry, I thought I saw a guy coming up here. It's just a waiter? Oh, I'm so sorry. It's just been a little alarming, you know what I mean? Let's get one thing straight. In deference to the other performers tonight, and by the way, now we're talking about a comedy festival, because we have comics coming out for you tonight, and that's a tremendous idea. In deference to the people coming out here, let me just say this. When the show is finished, I will be in the lobby, and if anybody wants to come and beat me up, by God, come on out. How many of you would like to hit me right now?
Oh my God.
Okay. And why did
Zoom
he do
in
it?
on
Why
his
did he
face.
do it? Why did he do it?
Well, I don't know motive yet,
Oh, we
but
don't know
apparently
motive?
somebody said he had.
Oh shit! You don't. A Bobby Lee show? Assault. Nothing will happen.
Assault.
Yeah.
Attack Bobby, because at his show he'll just give you a hug.
Yeah.
But this guy got caught up in the Matrix. Fuck. What's that called in black culture when that happens to this guy, Doc?
Beat down.
Getting beat down.
Got beat down.
You getting beat the fuck down. Yeah. Well, here's the deal. So he tackles Dave, and apparently he's got like a knife or something that looks like a gun or a knife. I don't know the details. And Dave got out of the way. Good timing on Dave. Dodged.
This was a psychotic episode. This is not normal behavior. You're 23 years old. 23. Are you that triggered? Well, I wouldn't even. That's premeditated. That's not even like, a crime of passion where you're like in the moment and Dave says something to trigger you at that moment and you run on stage. You plotted this. You brought a fake gun and a knife. You were just waiting for the right opportunity.
Talking about that psychotic episode.
What? What episode?
I think I'm having one.
Yeah, what was
No, the psychotic episode, right? That's kind of interesting. This is why this will continue to happen. People will continue to have psychotic breaks, and now they have an outlet for that psychosis. Attacking a comedian just wasn't something that existed, so they don't think about doing it. They're like, let me shoot up a school, or let me go yell at people on the street, or let me go jump in a fucking dumpster or something. This is just another thing you can do now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like the school shooting shit became a trend. It's not like it always existed throughout history. It's a TikTok challenge.
TikTok challenge.
Yes. So this is a new TikTok challenge, essentially for crazy people. Crazy people are going to start to see that this is something you can do and can get attention for, and you're fighting the good fight or whatever. And once that psychosis starts spinning, there's really no stopping it. Yeah. So 100% this is going to happen again.
Also, what's really interesting to me is the at any level. We're talking about the Oscars and the Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because in your head as a comic, you do like like you said when
if you're at the Funny Bone, you getting killed.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm expecting that too. I'm like, there's nobody in the security, but I'm at the Hollywood Bowl.
The security don't even tell them to stop talking. You gotta be like, yo, can you tell us table 7 to shut the fuck up, please?
Or I'll just do it on stage, and I gotta kick them out from on stage.
From on stage,
yeah.
you are done, bro.
But if you in a tux at the Hollywood Bowl, bro, there is a level of like, all right, I'm beyond that now.
Yeah.
No one's gonna run up here.
Yup.
So that's what's crazy to me is that like, bro, the boldness to do this shit at any kind of venue is like, well, that's
Also,
definitely new.
Getting up on them stages isn't easy. Like those stages at a theater, like that shit, you gotta like hike your pants.
Every time we're at a theater, every time we're at a theater, they put security standing up on stage. You go, I don't want them standing there.
I don't like them. I don't like them staring at the crowd, judging them. I like them to be something else. Now they gonna be there with me. Sit right there. This shit gonna be like Def Jam, where motherfuckers are sitting at the cocktail tables. That's gonna be my security.
You need an air marshal. You need an air marshal. But it's just like some
100%.
guy that's hanging out on the stage, like a photographer, but he's strapped.
Yeah.
Secret photographer, not even taking pics.
Yo.
That's great, right?
100%.
Yeah.
Now remember, I'm a stand-up comedian myself, so I've got skin in the game. And remember, we're all still sort of adjusting and evaluating what happened around Will Smith. Do you remember for a couple of days, no one really wanted to say that was wrong? We did a video about it at the time, and I was like, this is a bit weird, because I really like Will Smith. He's lovely, but it can't be right to attack someone on stage, can it?
Damn, man, they ran up on stage on me. I was incensed. Pow! Thank you for Jamie Foxx. If you're ever in trouble, Jamie Foxx will show up with a sheriff hat. And all the other comedians just stood there. They're waiting on me to die. So they can take over. I'll see you, Chris Rock. It'll never happen.
Didn't he have something happen at a show? Rogan?
I remember one time the lights went out and just how serious that was. Just that moment of like, fuck. Because he was on stage and you could you can feel it from him too. Just like, fuck. Like, because it's like, with him, it's
the
different.
Joker in this bitch?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's really happening.
Or it's like, it's China in this bitch? Whoever's mad at this nigga today?
Because people hate him.
For real.
And hate and psychosis is a terrifying thing.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that happened with Chappelle. Is
Yeah.
motherfuckers start to, for the first time in my life, people started to hate him. It was different when he went to Africa. Motherfuckers didn't hate him. They were like, is he crazy? Like, what's going on?
Different feeling, yeah.
This was hate.
Yeah.
And if you're a crazy person and you're filled with hate, that's a dangerous combination.
But it's also like a God thing.
I was because I think a lot of niggas look Joe like a god too, especially.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like Dave is like a hero. He's a goat. He's like bigger than a human being, but he's also hated by some people. And like, there's like a rift. You know what I mean? I feel like crazy people just get...
For how much he's celebrated, those people that hate him even more now.
Maybe, yeah.
Do you think he'll have PTSD from it?
Dave?
Yeah.
No. No, because
it seems traumatic though.
It looks like he won. Do you know what I mean?
I know, but still, okay, he did win.
Do you know what I mean?
I understand that.
It just feels like Dave is like, I don't know. Maybe his security will get tighter. No one will be able to access the stage. Period. Now.
Yeah. I just don't understand how, because I've like been to like a Cure concert, and like, how do I get up there to attack Robert Smith? I wouldn't, but I'm just saying, how would you even be able to do it?
I mean, the Hollywood Bowl. You can walk right up to the stage.
Yeah. I see.
I think what you can do is we're giving tips on how to do this.
Yeah.
You know, as every comedian, that hit very deeply. And what my biggest fear, without commenting on specifically what those issues were, my particular issue was, 40 years in the business, my biggest fear was 40 years ago was not getting a laugh, was somebody not liking what I said, was maybe somebody being offended and confronting me outside and going, that joke was really offensive. And then cancel culture came along. And then it was like, oh my God, if somebody doesn't like your joke or you overstepped a line, you could lose your career. And then after the Academy Awards, I said, this violence triggers violence. And this is one step that kind of opens a door and triggers somebody that if they don't like what you're saying or they're offended by what you're saying, they are now, it's kind of okay because it's been done to be violent. And that's what my fear was. And then watching what happened to Dave last night confirmed my fear. And I turned to my wife. I was watching it kind of live on Twitter, and I turned to my wife and I said, I don't want to go on stage. I'm really afraid.
I mean, Dave Chappelle did say the guy was a trans guy. And if he is a trans guy, he identified as ass beaten today. I'll tell you that. That was for sure.
This is where we find ourselves with Elon Musk about to buy Twitter.
Yeah, I saw that.
Apparently, it's going down.
It happened.
Oh, shit!
What?
Oh, shit!
The press release has been announced.
Elon Musk just bought Twitter. We got a movie star type of a superhero. It's like a movie. Like if you had a movie and there was a guy who was like a hero in the movie who happened to be a billionaire, does wild shit, like makes his own rockets and drills under the city and
That's
electric cars and then buys
fucking
Twitter.
insane.
Elon Musk agrees to buy Twitter in a $44 billion deal.
You want one of the most successful humans in history, especially in the tech sector, to be on the board of an app.
He's the best Twitter account.
Yeah.
So, of course, you want that guy representing your brand. And he's not as dangerous as like a Trump was, even though Trump's Twitter was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't have the same radioactivity. It's controversial, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
That's the guy that should own the majority of Twitter.
Twitter's long been a shithole. It's long been a shithole. And so I hope Elon flushes it.
Look, it'll change everything. And I wonder how quickly it is before Donald Trump's back.
He said he's not coming. I think I already saw the thing. He said he's not going to come back, even if Elon bought it. I didn't see a reason why, but that's Variety reported
I'll tell you exactly why. Because of his Truth Social social media. Why are we playing around with this Twitter shit? We could be on Truth Social.
Is that big?
That's Donald Trump's social media platform.
Is it big?
The biggest.
Is it?
It's the best. It's the biggest. The biggest of all time. They say that Twitter's not as big. Donald Trump says, I'm not going back to Twitter, even with Elon Musk taking over. Donald, reconsider.
You think he'll bring Trump back and let Trump have his...
Well, first of all,
Twitter?
Trump publicly said he doesn't want to be back on Twitter. So,
oh yeah, because he has the Truth one now.
Yeah, his own thing. He's promoting. It's a
but
business.
like Taylor Marjorie Greene wants to be get her fucking personal account reinstated.
Sure.
You think he'll do that?
Probably.
Yeah.
I think
okay.
everyone should be able to be on there.
Dude, that's where all my heartache is, Twitter. So I never look at it.
It's gross. It's disgusting. My biggest
It'll
beef-
ruin my day.
But don't you think everyone should be allowed to be on Twitter?
Yeah.
I don't understand. Like who gets to decide what's good to put out to the world? There's so much bullshit on there anyway. The weird thing to me about kicking Trump off Twitter was even if you fucking hated Trump more than anything in the world, okay?
Yeah.
You hate Trump. Fine. I understand. There's fucking porno on there.
Yeah, but
there's girls spreading their asshole. My little kid can scroll and watch a girl farting cum out of her butthole on Twitter, but you don't want this psycho on there? What's the difference? They're both
But is the
fucking
guy,
insane.
is the girl farting cum starting an insurrection?
She might be.
There's all this big talk about like, what does this mean? And Elon Musk has put out a lot of information saying about a lot of quotes, a lot of like statements, about he wants to be an advocate for free speech. He wants this to be the place where like, you could go on and say anything and do anything for, free speech purposes. And, and like, how do I feel about that? I mean, I kind of felt like the thing was like that already. And then you have these like, Fox News sort of people who were like, Elon Musk is going to be able to control the information. He's going to turn down the algorithm for, certain candidates and all this kind of stuff. And I thought to myself, weren't they sort of doing that anyway? Or they could have been doing that anyway? So the first thing I want to talk about is like, people are making this big deal about this guy owning it, right? But who owns it already? Who owned Twitter? Who was in charge? Who was making choices? Who was the person that made the choice that Trump, for instance, had to be taken off Twitter? Who makes the choices for like their policies about hate speech and who they're taking it off? Like, how come nobody was concerned about who owned Twitter before that?
I hear they're going to put an edit button now, because that was one of the things that he suggested, and he made a poll. Do you think Twitter should have an edit button? And he said yes.
Who edits what?
You, whether you can edit it. Like if you write something and you write 1945, but you meant 1965, like fuck. You have to delete the tweet and start all over again. and he was like, made a poll: should Twitter have an edit button? And the vast majority of people said yes. So let's see if they implement that.
He's trying to get an edit button, and he's trying. He's got some concerns about the draconian policies we're seeing on a lot of these tech sites. Good for him.
Yeah, he wants to open source the algorithm.
What does that mean? Speak English.
The choice of which algorithm to use or not should be open to everyone.
Interesting. So you could go on what, like a hate timeline? You go, I want to go on a hate timeline today.
You could curate whatever you want to see.
You could curate whatever you want. So it's just not only Twitter feeding it, you can feed yourself. You can go, I want to go on a timeline of just celebrities and shootings. I want Kardashians and school shootings today. That's my mood. I want to oscillate between meaningless celebrity gossip and the bodies of dead children. You can pick and choose. You can curate your timeline. I want a little QAnon today. I want a little QAnon today, and I'd like some motivational speaking. I want some Bitcoin and Q. I want a little Q and a little coin on the timeline today. That's what my timeline is. It's just Bitcoin, trans people, and QAnon related activities. That is my entire Twitter timeline. It's Bitcoin, 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 trans.
I like one thing that he's trying to do is he's trying to verify every person.
Yes,
so remove
make
the
sure they're
bots.
humans. Yes,
I think that's great because it's like all these bots are what create these stories and create all this outrage. It's what has fucking Russia and all these other countries trying to interfere with not only our elections but our like just discourse in general. Like you're making it look, you're putting gas on a flame. When it's like if you can track every single Twitter account back to one person, and verify them.
You saw the shit with Amber Heard. I mean, I knew this before Amber Heard, just because
what happened?
People have actually done this to me, but all of this stuff that was going out negative about Johnny Depp, it was like 11% of that shit was like 11% of the pro Amber Heard tweets were bots.
So they were basically
look that up, Taylor.
So they were basically paying for
their campaign
anti Johnny Depp shit.
You can do that on Twitter. You can do that on Twitter and YouTube for sure.
You know, all this social media talk reminded me to let you guys know Joke WRLD has a dope Instagram page. For real, we're featuring a new comedian every day, 60 seconds of material that they send in, trying to get their jokes seen on a bigger platform. So even if half of the people watching this message right now could just go over, click the link in the bio, follow our Instagram, it would really give all these comedians a bigger platform to get their work seen. We're trying to create something really cool in the comedy space, something that hasn't been done before, and it's all in your hands. So please go follow the Instagram. We're saying everyone free stickers when you do. And by the way, subscribe to this channel while you're here, and we'll get back to the video.
Elon Musk, what happened to the tunnel he was building what happened to the tunnels? Has he given up on the tunnels? Remember when I was on Rogan and we were talking about these magical tunnels that Elon Musk, why don't you build a tunnel under Austin to help the traffic, except the tunnel doesn't, you go underground and you never come above ground. The tunnel just leads and it just drops you into some like hole in the ground that you can never come out of. How about that? That'd be a great tunnel. But I guess we've given up on the tunnel, the ambitious tunnel system that was going to get rid of traffic. And there's the Mars expedition. But now he's buying Twitter, which I'm for. I like the idea that he wants free speech back on Twitter. But I think the better idea is to just shut Twitter the fuck down. That's everybody's real take that really thinks about it. The best thing to do would be to stop trying to make meaningful arguments in 140 characters or less. Get the fuck off it and move to One Hyde Park in Knightsbridge. And if you can't do that, kill yourself because there's nothing else to do. Maybe Pollock's Peak in Hong Kong, perhaps, but the language barrier is something. It's not nothing over there. But that is also, I guess, and there's smog.
Ice Cube shows support. He said, free at last. Elon Musk, take off my shadow ban, homie.
Wow.
Yo, did he just quote Martin Luther King?
Wow, son.
Ice Cube. Yo,
Ice Cube, what's going on, brother? That shit is great. You know, shadow ban was the original name for NWA.
We found out some things about Twitter, and one of the things they do is shadow ban people. So they make it so that your content, whatever you put out, has less impact. It has less engagement. They limit your ability to express yourself. they ban accounts, and they ban accounts if the account says something that they don't agree with, if the account says something that violates what they believe. Also, this ability to shadow ban people has to be exposed.
I'm sitting here now, and people are so concerned about Elon Musk owning Twitter, and I'm like, well, at least now we have accountability. At least now the buck stops with one guy. So, like, if you don't like whatever's happening with Twitter, we know who owns it now. We know, like, hey, he made the choice. He's in charge. And then you can decide, you know what? I don't want to be on Twitter. See, right now, I think it's better that we know everything. Transparency. Because up to this point right now, who makes these policies at Twitter? Like, who's in charge of the day-to-day? We have no idea. At least now there's a face. So, like, if you feel like, hey, this is too left-leaning, it's too right-leaning, it's too... there's too much hate speech. There's too much whatever. At least now we could be like, yo, we can actually tweet at the guy. Hey, man, what the hell is going on with Twitter? I don't like this.
But what about all other platforms?
Well, motherfuckers.
And Twitter not even a top 15 social media app.
It's not about whether it's top 15 or not.
It has impact.
It has impact because it is where the news is. Like, that's where I get my news. And that's where Washington Post posts the news. That's where the Times posts the news. That's where everybody posts the news. So if you look at where news comes out, right, and where things begin to trend, right? And I'm not talking about stupid dance moves. I'm talking about, like, is a war happening? Actual news.
70% of all breaking news is on Twitter.
Exactly. So don't buy the New York Times. Buy the place the New York Times breaks the news, which is on Twitter. No one goes to the New York Times website. They go to Twitter. They see an article. Then they go to the New York Times website. So he's like, fuck it. I'll just own that thing. And I don't even need to control the news that comes out. I'll just be able to say whatever I want. And because I own it, motherfuckers talk about me. We were listening to that Jack Dorsey guy. Right? The guy who owned it before. Why are we listening to him? Why do we care what he says?
Because he's rich and he owns Twitter.
Because he owns Twitter. Well, now this guy owns
we gave
Twitter.
a fuck about Tom, and Tom never even spoke. We don't even know if Tom was a real person.
I don't. Shouts
Y'all
to
remember Tom from MySpace?
Shouts to Tom.
That's what I'm saying.
What about Siri?
Huh?
Siri. Fuck with her.
What happened with Serial? I used to like that podcast. That shit was great.
Serial was amazing.
Serial was fire.
I think it's interesting that that Elon is trying to buy Twitter. I like it. You know, I like to see, you know, free speech it's not what it used to be. It's not. You know, in a lot of media, it's all owned by the same couple of organizations and types of people. And you're not allowed to say certain things. You know, I know on Twitter, they shut down certain political views and political stories. They won't even let them be shared on there. Whereas other ones they will. You know, certain schools of thought and ideas they won't allow. And others they will. And it's a dump. It's a dump. And it's just about power and control. And people are sick of it. It's literally making people sick. You know, you take away somebody's voice and it, for some of it, it's the only thing you have that's yours. You know, and I've been a victim of it, or not I've been a contributor of it myself, and being afraid to even say what I really want to say sometimes. Being afraid to speak up for myself, afraid that I won't be able to, that I'll lose my ability to even have a job or have a space.
It's been a great week for Elon Musk and all the white men celebrating. It is true. I can't deny that. I mean, you go on Twitter and the white people, they have not been this happy since, like, the Rolling Stones said they were touring again. I mean, it's a real, I mean, white guys are really, you know, they are really excited, dude. It's like hockey season. They're very happy. Because I guess they feel like they've been discriminated against in this new culture where calling someone a white guy is now pejorative in some sense. If someone goes, if they go, of course, I should have known a white guy said it, or I'm watching, what else would you expect from a white guy? All you got to do is replace the word white guy with Jew, and you understand how Jew became a pejorative. It's the same exact way.
What do you think he's doing this for? What is the inspiration behind this?
I mean, I know what people are hoping that it is.
Yeah.
Like,
but what do you think it is?
Yeah, I don't know. I just trust that he's like a savvy business sort of like mover and that he knows what he's doing and kind of what he wants the outcome to be. But I mean, equity in some major platform in terms of like you have all these billionaires that buy up like media companies. So like Bezos buys up Washington Post, like MSNBC, the MS is Microsoft. You know what I mean? Like it's owned by all these media companies are owned by billionaires. So I'm assuming he's looking at this as like, oh, this is the new wave of media. So I'm going to try to buy in to the newest, to the new
good
newspaper.
point. That would be really fucking smart.
So, were you going to say something else?
I think he wants Twitter on the Tesla interface in cars.
Interesting. For what reason?
Right now he has Spotify. There's a few that he doesn't have. And so I'm pretty sure they're blocking him from like including them in there because their interface is like you can't adjust it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like you can't buy apps.
You can't add apps and shit like that. Yeah.
And so what would be the advantage of having Twitter on?
Just makes it more cool.
And it's
like
that much
my
more.
cars come with Twitter.
As you have self-driving.
Hopefully your car comes
I think.
Now, that's interesting. Him being able to like buy up or at least buy shares of these companies that he wants to incorporate in the Teslas. I think that's kind of fun.
That's interesting.
But to what Mark was saying, I think is quite interesting is that once you become a billionaire, you need a media apparatus to protect your wealth. And it's not even billionaire. Like back in the day, you just need, like Jeff Bezos needs something that's pumping out positive Bezos shit and crushing his enemies.
They pretty much all do it. Rupert Murdoch, everyone.
Every single one of them. So the media is really an arm of the powerful. And we've seen that in terms of powerful politicians, but we also have to look at it as in terms of like powerful businessmen. And in America, the businessmen and women, you could argue, have just as much influence in the government as the government.
What are we discussing really when we talk about Elon Musk owning Twitter? Some people, it seems, are saying, this is outrageous. One person owning Twitter, that's disgusting. But that's been going on for ages, hasn't it? I mean, doesn't one person own Facebook? I know it's a privatized company and there's shareholders, but Mark Zuckerberg, I'm guessing, has a kind of significant influence over Facebook. So when people talk about billionaires buying Twitter and it being wrong for a billionaire to own Twitter, I think what they're really saying is, I want one of my billionaires to own and run Twitter. A billionaire that's sympathetic to my opinions.
I was having a conversation with a couple friends yesterday about this, and one of them was dealing with comments on another social media platform. And what they were saying was that, you know, what Twitter does by banning people and censoring people is definitely bad. But there are some fucking horrible people that were banned by Twitter that are now ruining these other social media apps. And they were explaining to me like what's happening and how these people comment on these other apps and about how toxic they are and about they have like a whole group of people that have also been banned that find these new social media apps, and that's where they congregate and hang out, and that's their community now. And it's just blah. It's just Chernobyl. It's just toxic.
What are the other apps?
Well, there's a shitload of them. I don't want to name the one that like, this person was talking to me about specifically because I don't want to fuck up. Because I believe in these other apps. I believe in all these other alternative platforms, and I think that there's great value in having competitors, whether it's to Twitter or to YouTube or to any of these Facebook, any of these giant, huge companies that have a massive pipeline to the consciousness of the world.
44 billion.
I'm going to be honest with you. I see this has people in uproar. People are outraged. They're up in arms. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? And the reason I don't give a fuck is because it's a billionaire billionairing.
Yes.
What am I supposed to think about this? They act like this is the end of the world. Like, what am I missing? Am I missing something?
No, he can help they're just upset because they're going to be upset. That's just what they do, and they need outrage shit so that they can get tweets, etc. I mean, like, of course, fucking Sean King found a way to turn it into white supremacy.
Elon Musk and Elon Musk and Elon Musk. This is a good time if you want to commit a mass murder, or you wanted to take over a country, or if you wanted to get away with grooming or whatever evil you're into. Right now, do it, because the news is completely preoccupied with whether we're returning to a Nazi digital landscape. Joy, what's her name? Joy Reid. What's her name? Joy Reid from MSNBC. Sean King are very concerned that Elon Musk is a white supremacist and Twitter is now in the hands of a white supremacist. I haven't seen this tenuous a connection between Elon Musk buying Twitter since the slap, since Hollywood's 9/11, where white supremacy was blamed for the slap. But hats off. Whenever you can try to tie white supremacy to something, I'm always listening because I believe it's entertaining. And Elon Musk, welcome to the white supremacy crew, my friend, because you may not have been a white supremacist before you bought Twitter, but now that you're seeking to enforce free speech, welcome to White Supremacy Club, my friend. The club is bigger. It's like pronouns in bathrooms. They grow every day.
Journalists are devastated to imagine that a single rich person could even try to walk in and upend their project. Couldn't Musk just leave Twitter in the hands of responsible speech-protecting shareholders like Saudi Prince Al-Walid bin Talal? Right, so if your objections to Musk are moral ones, then how do you feel about Prince Al-Walid bin Talal? I've experienced vocal overt media censorship and criticism and accusations of being a conspiracy theorist. One from a newspaper called The Independent that is also 50% owned by Saudi Arabian shareholders. What I think people really mean when they attack someone is, you don't agree with me, so shut up.
Elon Musk, richest man in the world and our favorite lesbian stepdad, needs to run Twitter and not the Saudi royal family, and here's why. First of all, Elon is the GOAT, which is clearly why the Saudis are trying to fuck him. I mean, do we really want Weekend at Burning Yemen calling the shots at Twitter? This Saudi prince that looks like Wario just sniffed a little girl's bicycle seat rejected Elon's offer to buy Twitter. He said Elon's offer, which was 38% above the stock price, was too little. What? This guy must be dropping acid, and I'm not talking about on women trying to drive. Also, of course Saudi Arabia doesn't want Elon owning it, okay? They're furious at him. Self-driving is a loophole to put women behind the wheel. Wow. We cannot let the Saudis control Twitter, okay? It won't last. They have a history of crashing things after hijacking them.
Oh my God.
Now, we need Elon to buy Twitter, okay? It's something we can all agree with. A rich South African is trying to own something that's not a person. That is progress. Wow. Speaking of progress, woke people should want this, okay? We need more African American businesses. Not to mention, we should support marginalized groups, and right now, autistic African Americans are under attack. Obviously, Proud Boys are on board. They'll be able to say the N-word without posing as a black teenager. That's right, Proud Boys. You can type it the way you vote, with a hard R. Listen, Elon's the bot for the job, okay? He's a diamond in the rough, and I'm not talking about what he mined as a child. Jeez. I mean, the guy married a woman from another planet and had kids with her. He can do anything. Now, unfortunately, they broke up, so technically she's, I can't say it.
Come on.
I just can't. It's so corny.
I need to hear this.
It's so corny.
I love corny.
Do it.
Technically, she's his SpaceX.
Hey!
What's the deal with airplane peanuts?
Amber Heard sucks. Now, I'm not talking about how she gets acting gigs. I'm talking about her as a wife. I would rather be married to a fleshlight stuffed with barbed wire than that aqua twat. There are abortion doctors that have drained less life out of people. She crushed Johnny Depp's career so fast, they should call her Coochie Astro World. Amber lied about abuse to destroy him. This busty Smollett is more toxic than a 2-week-old tampon. Or as they call them south of the border, menstrualadas. Now, before you go out there thinking Johnny Depp is this innocent victim, remember, it takes two to Rango. I mean, being married to Johnny isn't easy. He's a walking wine glass that's had more bumps than a Braille library. And listen, you should never hit a woman, which is why what Amber did to Johnny is so wrong. That being said, if you're from Kentucky and speak with a fake British accent and dress like a fentanyl fortune fortune teller, you deserve to get punched in your fucking face. Johnny's more full of shit than his sheets. Also, Johnny, quit crying about your bed already. Your wife took a dump. Big deal. It happens to the best of us. So, who's the bad guy in all of this? Is it Amber? Is it Johnny? Or is it us? I mean, they're airing their dirty laundry and we're sniffing it up like a Japanese businessman. I guess the only thing that we can say is arigato.
Doug Stanhope knows her. Stanhope's buddies with Johnny Depp. And he wrote something about, I forget what he wrote. I think he wrote like a little essay about how full of shit she is. And she threatened to sue him. And I think he had to wind up taking it down. I hope I'm not fucking that up. But he knows her. He knows her well. And he's like, she's out of her fucking mind. And I'm like a crazy actress. He's like, yeah, like those are real.
Of course, there's a ton of them.
There's a lot of them.
That's why they're good.
That is why they're good.
Doug Stanhope put something up. He wrote something. He's friends with Johnny Depp, and he's going through this brutal fucking divorce. And I just want to give him props for sticking up for his friend and everything and saying something, because, you know what's really so fucked up? All right? It's all the shit that happens to women, that guys do to women, is fucked up. But there has been a slight overcorrection now where if a woman just says you do something, before you're ever tried or convicted, it just gets put in the paper. It gets put all over the internet, and then all you fucking morons, or 90% of you on the fucking internet, just take it as truth. Take it as fun. Why do you take it as truth? Because you want it to be true? Because he's doing better than you in life? I mean, it's fucking unbelievable. I really believe this, okay? If somebody gets accused, okay, of rape or domestic violence, they should not publicize the person's name until they're convicted of it. I think that's more than fair, considering all the fucking dopes out there that the second they read something, it's got to be true. You know? Let it fucking see what happens first. See what the fuck happens first. Oh, that whole thing now, that all you got to do is just say it. The amount of fucking guys who've been falsely accused of that shit, it's like you're literally fucking with their ability to get a job. You're fucking with their reputation. You know the deal, dude. Like domestic violence and anything involving sex, that shit never goes away. So I don't know. I just want to, give Stanhope fucking props for actually sticking up for the guy, because there's a lot of people, because of the stigma around that, even if they know it isn't true, they're afraid to throw their hat in the fucking ring, right? Now, I don't know what the fuck happened or whatever, okay? I'm just saying the fact that somebody finally just said, hey, this guy hasn't been tried for anything yet. He's a friend of mine. I know he would never do this. It was refreshing.
Trust me when I say you do not want to do a trial when a guy who's gonna be on the stand is acting in his corner. Cause the dude knows, you know what he knows? See, you see Amber Heard in the fucking box and shit. You see her behind the desk and she's all, like she can't, she thinks she's acting, but Johnny Depp knows something that she doesn't. Stillness. Dude, you see how he's serving the fucking lawyers? The lawyer come up and they're all cocky, her Hollywood shits. Well, didn't you say this? And he goes like this. Yes. Okay, but then what this? And that's what you said, right? Yes. Okay, and again, you said this? For the third time, yes. Okay, and then that's this, right? That's when you said this? I'm sorry, you're asking about which one? You're asking about the other, a different thing, or the same three things you just asked for the fourth time? Yes. Okay. Oh, dude, and the courtroom goes like this. Everyone in the courtroom like this. Everyone in the courtroom like this. He's so still. He's still. Amber Heard is twitching. Because he knows acting in his corner.
Poor Johnny Depp. I feel bad for the guy. That guy needs herd immunity. Amber Heard immunity. Thank you.
The only good thing is everybody knows now, and this is a good thing. And this is one of the reasons why it's good that he did this. Everyone knows now, like there's something wrong with her.
Yeah.
Like there's something wrong.
Right.
Like there's some sort of like mental issue. Whatever.
Well, there's a lot of mental issues, and you said she shit in his bed. See, I
didn't say that. They said that.
Who's they?
The people on the news.
Well, they're always right.
That's what I found out the last year.
Okay, so they said that she shit in his bed. For what reason?
Jamie,
to
what
mark
happened here?
territory?
Johnny Depp testifies
That might
that
be,
Amber Heard ate a cheesy gordita crunch from Taco Bell before that might
Breaking
be,
news.
That might be fake.
I'm glad, dude. So many guys are getting accused of this bullshit. So many guys are getting accused of this stuff, and everyone's scared to speak out. And then Johnny Depp is just like,
I've got $800 million. I've got the time. I'm not into franchises anymore. Play the whole recording.
Everyone in the jury. Still, he's got acting in his corner.
Am I crazy to say her stock went up?
Whoa.
Yes.
Am I crazy to say?
No, you're not
Wait,
crazy.
Hold on.
After
Hold on,
severing
hold on.
Johnny Depp's
I'm
finger?
not crazy.
You're not crazy.
The stock went up.
After severing a guy's
Absolutely.
finger, her stock went up.
Went up.
How?
Because he stayed.
He didn't leave.
Shit on the bed, stayed.
No,
he looked at a girl.
He's being
he walks
abused.
into his room.
He's being abused.
No. He walks into his room and his wife is shitting on the bed.
Okay.
After he showed up late to her 30th birthday or something like
Yeah,
that.
and I don't like that you made it sound like that's a normal thing to do. Shitting the bed is abnormal behavior, okay?
Yo, shut the fuck up. Sometimes you shit the bed, okay? Listen, all I'm saying is shit the bed, looked at her and was like, I got to get out of here. He's like, how can I make this work? How can we go to therapy? How can we figure this out? Because the fucking neck is crazy.
He was willing to leave his kids.
Crazy. What did he say in the text? I knew the neck was crazy. What did he say in the text? What did he say in the text?
He said, I have other uses for your throat that do not include injury. That's fire.
Yeah. What are they?
I don't know.
What are they?
I don't know. Let's do a deep dive.
Yeah, we need to do a deep dive.
dive.
Her shit is retarded and you know it. Her shit is retarded.
No,
you
you're
know
saying
it's
this is to
super
big
sloppy.
yourself up. You're saying this is to big
Say
yourself
what?
up. You're saying
big
this
myself up for what? I'm a happily married man.
You shit
if
in the
I
bed.
wasn't, ruin me.
No, you shit in the bed.
Ruin me.
You shit in the bed, and now you're trying to justify like, oh yeah, my dick's fire. That's why my girl stuck
My
around.
dick, I just pulled my neck. My dick is fire. I just pulled my whole neck. I'm not going to be able to do the podcast. My whole neck is just pulled.
I didn't sign up for some human to watch a human pee.
No, you didn't sign up for that.
I won millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Just like Amber Heard did.
Yeah.
So
She basically took off her your boots, basically.
She took off my boots.
Without your consent.
Yeah. That was one of the things that Johnny Depp described as being why Amber Heard is a monster.
Yeah.
Because when he would come home, she would take off his boots and hand him a glass of wine. That doesn't sound like a monster to me. That sounds like a good, submissive Asian woman.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like a concubine. Yeah.
That sounds like a woman who gets it.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he was on drugs and didn't appreciate the fact that she probably fucked his brains out.
Yep.
She took his boots off. She handed him wine and occasionally threw a bottle of vodka at her.
Yeah.
But that comes with the territory.
It comes with the territory.
Yeah.
You know, you can't pray for rain and not deal with the mud.
You're not going to get your boots taken off and not get a bottle of vodka thrown at your head.
Yeah. I mean, when you get your boots taken off in New York City, it's because you got knocked out on the 12 train, you know?
That's why you get your Timberlands stolen off your feet and your Christmas money, which happened to me once when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's the whole Johnny Depp thing is just, he was famous when he was 20. And I don't think you get any kind of perspective like that. I think you're fucked. It's like making cement, but you don't add in all the ingredients. And it's like, oh, it never cured right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Johnny Depp, what happened? It's rough.
It's 55 years of coke.
He's not
great.
75.
He looks great for what he's doing. He's like 60, right?
Yeah, but then he started at 5.
He started doing coke at 5. How old is Johnny Depp? He's got to be 60. What is he, 58?
58, yeah.
58.
He looks like it's 55 years of donuts. Coke, it would make you look thin. And no,
well, he's not athletic. He's not like working out.
Yeah.
And he's not taking care of himself. And for a long time, at least, he smoked cigarettes. I don't know if he still does, but all those factors, they contribute to poor health.
The outfits aren't great either. Where is she shopping?
He's both of them, right? Like
Yeah.
she's copying him supposedly. She like mimics his outfits.
I know. It was good to see. And of course it was Stanhope. Stanhope Stanhope's a good fucking man. As is Johnny Depp, by the way. A few times, he's a big stand-up fan. He comes out to shows. He's fucking humble as hell. You know, gentle, one of the most gentle fucking people ever. You know what I mean? Look, listen to me. Listen how the fuck I talk. You know what I mean? You'd understand it if it came, you know, somebody said that about me, that he fucking snapped like Posey and fucking Dirty Dozen. I don't know. I barely know the guy. I've only met him a few fucking times, but like, I really tend to believe what the fuck Stanhope is saying. And I 100% believe that you should not be putting somebody's fucking name out there just because somebody said it. You know? Oh, it's fucking unbelievable. This fucking state is brutal. She's going for fucking spousal support, you know? Going for fucking spousal support, which means he's got to pay her for like the rest of her fucking life. She married the guy for 15 fucking months. And you know what kills me about that person? She's going to fucking go to the Beyonce concert, right? All the ladies independent. And well, you watch her throw a fucking hand up. Oh, that shit gets me heated. All right, here we go. Here we go. Is there any fucking ribbons for guys falsely accused of rape and domestic violence? You know, do they get their month? You know, will the NFL wear a color for them? Of course they won't. They don't give a fuck.
Yo, Amber motherfucking, what's her last name?
Heard.
Why she don't need a last? That's Amber.
That's Amber, right?
That's Amber. But honestly, you get an Amber alert on your phone, I get excited now. I'm like, word, the hurricane coming.
And then you looked at your phone, you see some ugly ass kid, and like, fuck.
Yeah, Amber alert. 2 kids gone. Johnny Depp's. That's the Amber alert.
Yeah.
Is your family's done if that bitch around?
Oh my God.
Your family's done.
Yeah.
If Amber come around, your family's done. I'm sorry.
I love how they fucking tried to show Johnny Depp's text messages in the court like it was evidence against him. He was texting with like Paul Bettany, which is hilarious that he was texting with Paul Bettany, by the way. And he was just texting like how fucking Callan and I would text, like, oh no, I think she's a witch. And Paul Bettany's like, no, she's probably not a witch. He's like, we should burn her at the stake, shouldn't we? Ha ha. And he's like, no, we shouldn't. And then the fucking lawyer does it all out of context, and he's just like, so you're admitting that you think Amber Heard was a soulless witch, and I'm sorry, but you wanted to burn her at the stake. And Johnny Depp's just like, it wasn't just. He's so still. This guy acting in his corner. Dude, he fucking there should be a masterclass in court with Johnny. With Johnny Depp, dude. Masterclass. They have Martin Scorsese for directing, fucking some race car driver for drifting, and then Johnny Depp for in court masterclass. Hi, class. I'd like to tell you, first of all, we'd like to teach the first thing, which is stillness. Don't move unless you have to, and wear a bug on your tie. That's step 2.
Imagine what a slow week for news. The Newsweek is like, fuck Syria. Forget about the Ukraine. Let's find out about
There's children's
pooping.
hospitals being blown up in Ukraine, but let's find out if she shit in his bed.
Look at him. I'm on my side of the bed. Was human fecal matter. Let me hear how he says it.
It wasn't a good time. Human fecal matter.
Jesus Christ.
So I understood why it wasn't a good time to go down there. She was sitting on one side of the couch. I was sitting on the other. That's when she was trying to explain a few things about Coachella and then the fecal delivery, and saying that it was the dog. And I could not agree with her. I lived with those dogs. I picked up their fun. It was not the dogs.
Look at his face. First of all, this is a big win for Johnny Depp. And a big loss for the Pirates of the Caribbean. How about fuck you guys? You got rid of the best fucking pirate you've ever had for a crazy lady. You fucked up.
Fecal delivery.
Yeah, fecal delivery.
Daddy, I just made fecal delivery. Can you change me?
What's fecal delivery?
That's a nice way of saying in court. She shit the bed. Because you can't say that in court.
I made a fecal delivery.
What happens if he said she shit in my bed in court? Did they kick you out? Did they get mad at you?
She made a dump. in my bed.
I bet you could say dump. She dumped. Excuse me. Objection. The defendant is using slang.
She fucking shit in my bed.
Yeah, fucking bitch, shit in my bed.
Did you see him smirking?
Yeah.
That's what made me laugh so hard.
Yeah.
We might be underestimating Amber Heard. We haven't even heard her side yet.
We need to save her.
Yeah.
Son, she about to save herself, Mark. We haven't heard her side. She's about to come with the craziness. She's going to be talking on mic. We're going to get to watch it. Seductive as fuck. You know, Johnny Depp with his whole little, oh, I'm cool, I'm mysterious, I'm whatever. Wait till the motherfucking throat assassin. You know what I'm saying? Wait till the throat assassin comes out there and starts talking at you.
The judge will be up there like, Amber, so what is your defense?
Say what?
What's your defense, Amber?
My defense?
No, higher.
What? Oh, yeah, sorry, my bad. I was just getting so horny. I started talking shit. Real talk.
Switch it up.
Son, I think she's going to have that little mic. You know, they got that little Bob Barker mic in the court. I think she's going to have that resting between the tits.
Okay,
And I think she's going to be, oh, is this where this goes? And I think that...
She spits on it one time?
Yeah, like that. Like that. Yo, she got to go crazy. She's fighting for her life right now. Spit on it one time, rub it between the tits, maybe squeeze it, and just all she gotta do is say that, yeah, I did all that, and what? Say that. Go up there and say, yeah, whatever he said, I did it, and he stayed.